Start.
Hello everyone, myself Mandeep Kaur. Now I'm going to discuss about my individual project contribution in the whole project. So as our project is based on the Australian rainforest and their ecosystem. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. I worked as a research analyst in this project. And first of all, as our team leader, she gave me to find out some articles, journals, and I have to find the data sets and the literature review which is about the Australian rainforest. And here are the some websites available from where I get the data sets, and I also collect the literature review for my final report. So as due to the COVID situation, we are unable to conduct the online surveys, and also it is impossible for to get the reviews from the public. So we use the South Australian government website, which is related to the agriculture as well. So we collect all the data from over there to complete the our project. So here is the our Gantt chart, according to which we worked, and I spent a near about 2 to 3 days for each sprint, and I worked according to this Gantt chart, and I spent 2 to 3 days for each sprint, and also there is the work divided by our team leader, and she divided the storyboard work, and in the storyboard I contributed some parts, like I worked on the deliverables, collaboration part, the project communication plan, and also we as a team we worked as a to form the user story for our project. Next, in the roadmap contribution, I worked on the product schedule, and I also worked on the three, third, third, fourth, and sixth user story, and also have developed the acceptance criteria for that user stories. So after that, I worked on the sprint as well, and as we already submit our individual and the team component for the sprint, and I developed the some visualization on according to our user story. Here is the user story according to which I worked. First of all, I worked on the user story. I have to clearly mention about the yearly tourism visit to the Australian rainforest. As this graph shows that the visitor to the Australian rainforest is increasing from the 2011 to by the 2019, and but it's decreased by the 2020. And my next graph is based upon the disasters, which I worked in the sprint 2. And the graph, I develop a visualization on the causes of deforestation by the region. Here are the how the deforestation are destroyed by the different reasons. For example, by the agriculture, this much area is destroyed, and by the firewood it shows 6.7 hectares of land is destroyed, and by the clear cutting also. So here is the deforestation by the different reasons are shown by the different by according to the number of states in this graph. So it's showing. Next graph is the destruction at the back, destruction of the Australian disasters. Uh, uh, I would like to mention about the in disasters. My another graph which I contributed in the sprint 2. It's the destruction of the rainforest by the percentage. So here is that the Australian rainforests are destroyed in 100% in the Australian Capital Territory, and like in 41% in South Wales. These graphs is shown that how much the areas are destroyed by the rain, how much the area of the rainforest is destroyed by the percentage. As in South Australia, it shows like 25% of the deforestation. Australian rainforest is destroyed by the percentage. My next graph is in the management. I worked on the two graphs, which is I worked in the sprint 3. First graph is my related to the forest area managed by the different states. As this graph is shows that most of the Australian rainforests are found in the Queensland. As we found out that the Daintree, which is one of the most oldest rainforest, is found in the Queensland, and here most of the Australian rainforests are also found in the Queensland, and so there is a more management program are taken. Have been established in the Queensland, and this graph is showing us 51.83% management program are run in the Queensland, and in the South Australia it is only 3.78 percentage, and there is also other state like in the Western Australia is a 20.98 percentage, as it's also mentioned about the Northern Territory as well. So these are the management program are run in the different state according to their the area of the Australian rainforest present in the different states. My next graph is the forest area managed by the investors. uh, um, as we shown out that there are more management program are run by the private institutions as compared to the government authorities. There is a 50% of the management program are run by the institution, and only 21% are the program which is run by the government. So this graph shows that there is more measures to be taken by the government to preserve the Australian rainforest. They have to be run the more management program to conserve the Australian rainforest. And my next graph, which is also in the future forecast, I worked on the future forecast of the average wind speed, as it also affect the Australian rainforest, as the climate changes also affect the Australian rainforest. And here we done the future forecast of the average wind speed, as it's shown like from the year 2010. The average wind speed is keep on fluctuating, but by the 2020, from 2020 to 25, it's gonna be increase. So we need to consider this point as well. The climate condition, the wind speed, we also need to be considered for the preservation of the Australian rainforest. So these are my the individual contribution in the all the three sprints. I also worked on the product demonstration video, which I already submitted, and now I'm going to talk about my final contribution in the report. I worked on these points in my final report. I worked on the client introduction and the team background. Now I also worked on the beneficial uses of cutting off carbon footprints. So it is the and I also work on the framework contribution, the development, qualitative methodology. I worked on the future work, finding and discussion in the final report. So here is all my which I already gonna submit with my report. And thank you so much. This is my the individual contribution in the whole project. Thank you so much.